and good evening everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for the sign of Gemini with regards to their love situation for the month of March 2019, Geminis. Okay. Now, for the cross watchers, I wanted to say one thing before I start this reading for the Geminis is that if you have a Gemini sitting in your love zone, guys, and this is for the cross watchers, please note that they do not like to project their emotions most of the time. And their main reason why they get upset with people when it concerns their love situation or any other situation in their life, they get upset with people is when the other person becomes too emotional, and the Geminis feel that if they kind of join you guys in being the same emotional person, then it is a possibility that it will interfere with their power, with their ability to think and talk. It's not that they are not emotional, guys, but again, when it concerns their emotions, they do not want to share that freely because they feel that it is a hindrance for them. Okay, because their mind works in such a way that emotions or emotional ability is something that they do not like to freely use or share. Okay, so don't get upset if you find your Geminis to be very cool about the love situation, or you think that they're not participating like you actively in the love situation. It is not so. It is the way they are, guys. There are always flaws in every zodiac sign. So with regards to the Geminis, this is their main, I wouldn't say flaw, but it's the area of concern for them. But again, they are very, very generous with people they love, okay? And this is in my observation too, that they are definitely very generous, guys, okay? So again, good and bad, mix and match of situations. But this is just an information for the cross watchers in case you guys are in love with a Gemini and, you all are not being able to understand their emotions with you or in this love journey. It's because of the way they are, but that doesn't mean they love you less or they love you more, but it is the way they are, guys, okay? Now, having said this, in the significant other's higher self in the month of March 2019, there are two cards. I'll show you the second one, but both these cards are in reverse. The first one, of course, is a major arcana, which is telling me that the significant other in the life of a Gemini for the month of March 2019 is definitely in a place of trouble in their higher self, okay? And their mind is not at rest. Basically, they are not being able to rest their mind, and which in turn, is killing their intuition at this point. They're not being able to find, they're not being able to find the answers in silence to whatever they're looking for with regards to their love situation. They're not introspecting their areas of concern. They're not using their psychic ability, nor are they using their vision to broaden their horizon to seek answers. That is, at this point in time, in the month of March, is definitely putting them through a lot of trouble, okay? So basically, their mind is kind of in a place where they're not being able to understand what they should be doing with regards to their love situation, or if there is a problem, how they should be dealing with that problem, or what should be their course of action. They are seeking answers, but at this point in time, because of the unrest of the situation in their higher self, they are not being able to find all the answers that they need for themselves. Okay, at the same time, guys, this person is not using, like I said, their intuitive ability, their psychic ability, their vision is all very, it's not there. Not all very, but it's just not there at this point in time, which of course is affecting their emotions, which is of course, again, they're lacking in emotions, they're lacking in healing their emotional wound, their compassionate self, their kind of emotional activity that they would have normally done if this card was in the upright. Okay, but this card is in the reverse, which is of course why these things are happening in the significant other's higher self, where their purity of emotions, spiritual feeling, being a caring person of great depth, could have been a guide, could have been a therapist in the right way, could have been a very peaceful and loving individual with strong family values in the right way. But those are the things that is missing in action from their higher self in this period of the month, March 2019. And this is because, again, like I said, it's because of their emotions. Okay, this emotional part of their story and the intuition, both of this together, is kind of draining their higher self energy, because they are not being able to use these two energies from the universe in the right way, because of whatever is going on in their mind, which is definitely putting them through a little bit of a tough time. Okay, and this is because, again, guys, in their higher self, this is what they are doing. Definitely, they're seeking avenues, they are wanting to seek avenues, they are wanting to find the answers to their questions, they are wanting to think about this love affair in the right way, in this love relationship. But at the same time, they are doing all this is because they definitely want it all. Okay, they want the wisdom, they're seeking the wisdom, they're wanting the rest for themselves, the comfort of a family situation, their environment, their legacy, their home, their loyalty, their fruitfulness, their traditional values. Okay, looking towards their own creation of family, which they want to do from this love area, and building a support system for themselves in the higher self. And that is the reason, just because they want all this, but at the same time, they are not being able to channelize these two energies in the right way. Neither are they getting the answers at this point in time for themselves. Neither are they doing their introspection for their wisdom at this point. They're not being able to do. So similarly, they're not being able to heal their emotional wound, which is definitely a part of the story in their higher self. That's because at this point in time, their target, their focus, I would say, is to bring back the 10 of Pentacles in their life. But the way they are going about with it, or their thinking is the right way for them to do it, is what I just explained to you, which to me kind of, is like a lopsidedness in their higher self, a disbalance of energies in their higher self for the significant other, guys. Okay, as for the Geminis, these people, guys, in the month of March are calling for strength. Okay, a major arcana in their higher self. They definitely want the strength. They definitely want the strength to hold on to this love relationship. They definitely want the strength to hold on to what the significant other wants in their love relationship. This person knows that, okay? And this person, and that is the reason why this person in their higher self knows that if he or she has to fulfill the demands and the wants and the desires of this love area, they definitely will have to have the right energy to do that work. So for which they definitely would call in for their strength, which is definitely going to heal them, which is definitely going to make them feel better, and which is definitely going to throw the Three of Swords energy away to deal with this. Because in their higher self, for the Geminis, at this point in time, in the month of March 2019, guys, in their higher self, they definitely have a lot of grief, okay, which they are still preserving, which they are still holding at this point in time, okay? So for that, to overcome that, if they have to move forward in this love journey towards their goal, their mission of love, they have to get rid of this energy, and the only way they can do this is by calling for strength from the universe, guys, okay? And that's their higher self energy that the Geminis are going to be applying in the month of March 2019, guys. In their heart energy, both of them, they definitely love each other, okay? They definitely have love for each other. They definitely have that respect for each other. They definitely want to hold on to the good, loving relationship they're probably holding at this point in time, or they have been holding for a long time. It could be anything, guys, okay? But in their heart energy, they definitely want to be with each other. They definitely want the love to bloom. They definitely want to manifest this love in the right direction for both of them. And that is the reason why they are definitely, both of them are waiting for justice to come and help them balance the situation in their love life, guys. Okay, so that's their heart energy at this point in time. And with regards to the higher self, what I see for both of them at this point in time, definitely in the higher self, they could be sorry, they could be in two different energies at this point in time, for sure. But again, you know, the heart energy is definitely telling me that whatever is going on in their world, in their own world, is definitely a part of the problem, is definitely a part of their hurdles, but at the same time, their heart is in the right place, guys. Okay, their heart is in the right place. They definitely want to manifest this love. They definitely want the cross watcher wants to bring back this 10 of Pentacles, you know, and the Gemini themselves wants to get rid of this energy, which is definitely not the right energy to have in the higher self or even elsewhere. But their heart is in the right place at the same time, definitely, guys, okay? So which is definitely a good news that they are both holding on to the thought, to the feeling, to their understanding, to their connection, to their bonding, that it's going. And this card, I don't know if I have told you, I think I may have told you, this card comes whether it's in reverse or in upright, but it comes only when it needs to come. Okay, it needs to show up, and that's when justice shows up, guys. Okay, so in your case, for your significant other and the Gemini, just because your heart is in the right place, justice will come over and help you balance your situation in love. Okay, which is good news for you guys, definitely. As for your soul energy, for both of them, at this point in time, definitely you're not being able to be a genius in your love situation, which means that you're not being able to invent a new technique or you're not being able to invent a new method of creating a better solution or a better situation in your love life. You're not being able to analyze the beginnings of this love relationship because there are hurdles, okay? So you're not being able to go that far at this point in your soul where you could have otherwise thought of the freedom that you might have from this love relationship. You could have been a rebel with some amount of rebellious thought in you. You could have been a free thinker who could have thought a lot more, fixing on new ideas in reality and even freedom. But at this point in time, your soul is not being able to go that far, guys, okay? Because of this area here again, everything it's a process. It needs to be cleared up. It needs to be straightened up. Justice has to come up in here, has to come back because of your heart situation. Justice will have to come and manifest the balance in the right way, okay? And because of that, the heart, the soul energy at this point in time is not giving you the right result, okay? And similarly, this is the reason, guys, why you're not being able to take your dream, you're not being able to take your passion, you're not being able to do your psychic work, you're not being able to do your visionary work with regards to your love situation, okay? You're not being able to offer that love freely to one another, even in your dreams or even in your hallucinations, okay? That's because you know that there are certain situations in your higher self area at this point in time which is not permitting you to move forward in your soul energy at this moment, guys, okay? So therefore, like I said, the obstacles are showing up in here for the month of March 2019. But I have said this before and I'm going to repeat this, that every obstacle has a bigger purpose, okay? There is a reason why these obstacles are coming up in here, and you will discover that reason at a later date. So everything happens because of a bigger purpose. So you guys are definitely moving towards something very constructive, okay? And these are the challenging areas of your life that you are going to cross through before you can reach your point of destination. Now, in the past, with regards to this love situation, guys, the Geminis, of course, did not have that desire, okay, was not able to freely heal and rejuvenate themselves in the love situation. They had a lot of suffering they were going through. They were not able to bring that love back into their life in the past. Neither did they try to, basically, in the right way. Okay, so they were, it's like their desires, they had kind of given up on their desires to bring that love back in their life. Either that, or either they might have thought that, love, I don't deserve love, love is not for me, kind of a situation. So they were not even kind of wanting, or desiring to look into avenues to see how they could have brought this love back in the past, of course, okay, Geminis. And that is because at that point in time, their area of focus and concentration was definitely upon something that was giving them trouble in their world, okay? And they were trying to leave that trouble behind, okay? Their main focus, and this could be not in your love life, guys, it is something outside your love life, Geminis, okay? So that was the area, that was the concern, that was the focus, where everything else was not very important to you at that point, especially love. Okay, you were not thinking about love at that, or your own self, or your own healing, or your own emotions, or your own, that you wanted to soothe yourself after the suffering that you were going through. That's because your area of concentration and focus was upon leaving something which was not working for you. It was giving you a hard time. It was killing and draining your energies at that point in time. And you were intently focused upon leaving that area, which is why love for you Geminis had definitely taken a back seat at that point in time. But this is, of course, guys, this is, of course, your past energy, and I was just trying to see, what it could be. Again, I'm going to take a connecting card in here between your past and your higher self in here first. Yeah. And you see, this is why, because of your past energy and today of your higher self, guys, the only reason that you are slowly moving forward is because you have stopped collecting information about this area of your life that was giving you problems and which you were trying to leave. And you are leaving that area. You are successfully walking away from that troubled zone today, okay, which definitely had drained you of your own emotions, of your own nurturing self, and also, of course, from love as well, okay? So this is where, from then onwards till today, you guys, the reason y'all are being able to take care of the situation, to slowly but surely ask for strength, to try to nurture yourself back, to bring yourself back in the right balance for your love to come back into your life, is only because you have stopped taking and collecting information of this area of your life that I said was not manifesting the right result for you guys, okay? So you have kind of volunteered. This, I would say, is a volunteered information that you were collecting. So now you have volunteered to walk away from those information, from those gossip, from the spying kind of a situation, cross-examining this area of your life that was kind of draining you out of all your resources, So you are now being able to successfully walk away from that situation is only because you are no longer participating in that anymore, guys, okay? So this is why you'll are being able to move away slowly from that area and go towards your area of strength at this point, where you are kind of healing, trying to recover again, bringing back your strength in the right order. So doing things in a more practical way. That is what it is, okay? So from the past to the present in the higher self, guys, okay? Now, as far as your physical energy, 3D, I would say, 3D energy in the month of March is concerned, guys, at this moment, you're not going to be giving birth to this love, okay? You won't be able to give birth. You won't be, because you are still calling for strength in your higher self, guys, okay? So that is where your focus is, where your intention is, to first cure yourself in the right direction before you can give birth to this love in the physical world, guys. Okay, where you can start to awaken to this love situation, where you can start the new beginnings of love, where you are ready to bring the fullness into not just your life, but also in your significant other's life and in your love relation. Okay, and also where you will be able to be an eternal student to learn about your love, the way it can manifest and turn your world around. But at this point in time, you know your strength in the higher self is definitely calling out for more intense action. Okay, so that is why the physical energy is definitely not giving birth to this love relationship at this point in time. But at the same time, once that happens, okay, it'll be a different story. But because you're not giving birth to it, doesn't mean that you have stopped thinking about the situation. Okay, you are not manifesting that love, like you're not actually kind of getting married, you're not kind of getting engaged at this point in time. But at the same time, in the physical world, you are definitely in the frame of mind to take decisions, to move in the right directions, to choose your options for your love relationship in the right way. That is what you're definitely doing. Okay, you are doing some mental action, you're not doing the physical action, though this card belongs to the physical world, guys. Okay, but again, in the physical world, we definitely have physical action, we definitely have mental actions, we definitely have emotional actions. So what you are doing at certain points in time is what it is that is showing up. And this card is definitely a mental action where you are trying to take a decision on how to give birth to this relationship. You're trying to take a decision to start this freedom of love in the right way, to begin the fresh beginning of love, to move in the right direction with yourself and your significant other. So you are kind of doing all those calculations in yourself in the month of March 2019, guys. Okay, now I'll take a connecting card again between the higher self and your physical world at this point, and exactly this is what you guys are doing. Like I said, you are juggling all mental actions, guys. You are juggling to take the right decision at this point. That's what I told you, that just because you're not giving birth at this point in time doesn't mean that you have stopped participating in your love relationship. Not at all. Not at all. You are definitely participating in your love relation. You definitely want to manifest this love relationship. But again, you're choosing to do it in the way you think it is the right thing for you. Okay, so between your higher self and your physical energy, you are definitely doing a lot of juggling activities to bring the love back again, like I said, not just to yourself, but also manifest the love in the right direction for both of you at this point in time, guys. Okay, so I think definitely Geminis are smart people, guys. You know, for you, physical action is definitely important, but mental actions, mental calculation is what you thrive on. Okay, now going forward in the month of March 2019, towards the end and the beginning of the next month, you guys will definitely want to get back your inspiration and love. Okay, which is going to be a little bit hard work for you. Okay, you definitely want to bring back that spark, that ambition. You want to express your love to your beloved. At the same time, you know, you want the thrust of excitement, passion, ambition, your will, the energy to begin this project of love. But at this point in time, you know, if you have to bring back all those energies in the right way, it's definitely going to take a lot of effort, guys. Okay, but again, doesn't mean that you won't get it, but it is going to make you work in order for you to bring this back in the right way, and for which what you guys are doing is definitely a wonderful thing. You are moving yourself away from all kinds of emotional baggage, from all kind of pain, all kind of trouble, in your physical world, you are moving away from those situations, Gemini. And why you're moving away is because you want to bring back that victory and that celebration in your life, which is centered around your love relationship, guys. Okay, so this is why, this is going to take you a little bit longer to manifest, okay? But at the same time, in the physical and the mental, this card, for me, for others, I don't know, guys, but definitely this card for me means it's both kind of actions. It could be physical action, it could also depict mental actions, guys, okay? Because sometimes in life, moving away from situations, okay, does not necessarily mean that physically you're moving away. It could also mean that mentally you're severing those problems, okay? So whatever it is that you are doing, whether physical or mental, you are definitely moving away from all these areas of concern or areas of trouble. You're doing a transition by yourself, guys. This card is all about transition, okay? It is a process of learning that you are going through. You are discovering, you are testing. You're testing your hypothetical abilities too. What if I do this? Hypothetically speaking, what if that happens? Hypothetically speaking, what if this doesn't happen? So all the hypothetical analysis that is required, that's also what it is all about. You are learning from this journey. You are escaping from this problem area. At the same time, you are moving away, but you're moving through with some uncertainty in your mind to seek the endless learning, something new that will also at the same time allow you to move even beyond the boundaries of your limitations, guys, okay? And all that you are doing, Gemini, is to bring back this beautiful energy back in yourself, okay? You want to bring back the joy of love, sorry. You want to bring back the celebration. You want to bring back that victory that you well deserve, and you know that by now. But at the same time, you are doing that in the right way, okay, guys? You are not taking, you're not going hop, skip, and jump, okay? In case you are one of those Geminis who are already married and you're still having a love relationship or an extramarital affair, this card is also for you, Geminis, because in case you have a partner at this point, a married partner or a karmic relationship or a third party issue, you know that those people have not been able to do justice to you. And maybe that's the reason you are having problem areas with yourself as well as manifesting this love in yourself, Gemini. But again, when you're doing all this in your physical world, you are not forgetting this man. Okay, you are keeping your values, your traditions, your understanding towards the right direction to balance out all the situations in the right way, so that because internally, externally, Geminis, you believe in this man, okay? You believe in your values, you believe in your traditions, you believe in your knowledge, you believe in your learning, so you don't want to do injustice to anybody, not even to yourself, guys, okay? So that is the reason you people are using the Hierophant, using his learnings, using your learnings from the past, okay, to put them all together to do justice, not just to yourself, Gemini, but also to the person involved with you in your love area. And also, if you have a karmic or a third party relationship, Geminis, you are also going to do justice for that too. Okay, so this is your physical energy at this moment going forward towards the end of March, beginning of April. Now, in your environment, guys, you definitely are working hard towards this love. Okay, you're carrying that baggage on your shoulder to bring this love to fruition. You are definitely making every attempt to, to do what you have to do in your environment to manifest this beautiful cup of love, the Two of Cups, for you and your partner. So for that, you're definitely working very hard in your environment. You're trying to put things in the right perspective. You're trying to do the right thing to reach your destination of love, which is waiting, for you. Even the environment is granting you that, and it's happening because the environment at the same time wants you to enjoy the brilliance of the sun with regards to your love situation, Gemini. With regards to your love, okay? So the environment in the month of March is definitely helping you guys to bring your victory and joy and celebration in your love life. So environment is supporting you, Geminis, okay? Definitely they are giving their full support. The universe is giving their full support to you from the environment towards manifesting the right result in your love life. Now, your hope and fear is that you definitely want the Six of Cups, okay? But it is your hope, it is your fear that you should be able to do these things in the right way in order for you to bring back this beautiful Six of Cups energy, guys. Okay, which is talking about abundance, which is talking about love, which is talking about flowers in your garden, which is talking about greenery in your love life, that's going to manifest very soon. It's talking about your connections, your heart, your soul, your past, your present, and your future in this card, guys. Okay, for me this card is representing all the three tenses of your love relationship, okay? But it's your hope and fear that you will only be able to do justice to bring back this relationship in the right way is only when you can put your mind and your fear to rest. By killing the Ten of Sword energy, letting the sun rise, and going forward to meet your romantic partner in this journey, guys, okay? But you can do that, Gemini, is only when you can put yourself out of that anxiety, out of those kind of stress issues, out of those kind of nightmares, terrors, that you have been going through with regards to your past situation, like I said, which has been giving you a lot of trouble throughout. And that is why in your higher self, you're calling for strength to kill the Three of Sword energy. Similarly, it's your hope and fear that in the present times, in the month of March, for you to bring back this beautiful energy of the Six of Cups, you definitely have to kill the Ten of Swords before you get back all the happiness, all the beautiful abundance, all the manifestations of love in the right way, guys, okay? So definitely that's your hope, that's your fear for the month of March 2019. Okay, now having said this, your outcome definitely for this month is, again, there is a hindrance in giving birth to this relationship. You definitely are not rushing forward to, to kind of get married, engaged, and do all that. But at the same time, you're not even trying to inject the kind of giving birth kind of a situation at this point in time in the outcome, guys. And that is because, at this moment, you're kind of choosing certain avenues for yourself. But again, this card for me is like, you're doing the choosing, but at the same time, it's very smoky. Okay, like you don't know, you're not certain, you're fantasizing more, you're daydreaming more, you are kind of up in the air with all the smoke, because there are too many cups in front of you at this point in time. So for you, in order for you to give birth to this love relationship, you have to be very practical, guys. Okay, you have to take the right approach, you have to take the right road, you have to do things in the right way. Okay, but at this point in time, you're not, because you're going through too many motions. What if I take that? What if I take this? What if that door is good for me? What if this door is good for me? Should I go into door number 1? No, it doesn't look good. Okay, let's go to door number 2. Let's go to door number 3. So you have got 7 doors out here, guys. 7 cups, okay? So your will, your ambition, your desire to give birth to this relationship is making you go around in a vicious circle, okay? And that's the reason you will have to now look into your spiritual self to make the right spiritual choice, guys. Okay, what is right for you? What is the approach to this situation? How do I give birth to this love in the right way? Which is the right cup that I'm going to choose for myself? That is definitely going to give birth. It's going to flourish our love. It's going to bring this love situation back in the right track. Okay, so that is where you will have to juggle with your spiritual wisdom to try to find the right approach which is going to take you towards your destiny. The road that you choose, the road to grief, the road towards grief, or the road towards happiness. What is that you want for yourself, Gemini, is what you're going to be doing as an outcome in the month of March 2019. And that is because you are trying to build back your love in the right way. Okay, it's a rigid structure, guys. Your love, Geminis, for some reason, that's the energy I'm getting. It's very hard for you. It's so rigid at this point in time, your love life, that for somebody to build back that rigid structure from scratch needs a lot of strength, okay? Needs a lot of juggling around, needs a lot of practical, emotional wisdom at the same time, okay? So you are basically going to be using all your strength, all your faculties, all your wisdom, all your intuition in the right way to bring back the teamwork of love, to bring back the commitment of love, to bring back that beautiful harmony of love in yourself, guys, Gemini, okay? So that is going to be your target for the month of March 2019. And again, hurdles, yes. Difficulties, yes. Problems, yes. But again, everything happens for a reason, for a bigger purpose, because challenges come to you, because that's the way the cosmic world is going to correct your flaws, is going to test your relationship, is going to test your love, not only for you, but also because the cosmic world wants the best for you guys, okay? The universe wants to see you happy. They definitely want to give you everything, but before they do that, they are definitely going to make you work so that you can correct yourself, the other person can correct themselves, and your love can, blossom in the right way, guys, okay? So that is what it is for the month of March, Geminis. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Khuda Hafiz. God bless you. Namaste, and we'll see you soon again.